Assalamualaikum and a very good evening, everyone. So for today's discussion, our topic is protect your life, cybersecurity and encryption. So before we continue, let me just talk briefly about what is cybersecurity and also encryption. So cybersecurity is the technique of protecting computers, servers, mobile devices, electronic system, networks, and also data from cyber attacks. And encryption is a way of converting data into a code that can only be read by a person who have a secret key or password. So what is the relation between these two is actually both of these are designed with the same purpose, which is to protect information and communication systems from someone who wants to use it for malicious purposes. So next, maybe we can continue with the history and benefit of the cybersecurity. So anyone can help me with that?
I can try with that. So, for the history of cybersecurity and encryption, since the creation of the world's first digital computer in 1943, it was difficult to conduct cyber attacks since the computers were only accessible to a small number of individuals. But antivirus companies had sprung up all over the world by 1988, as you can see from the slides. And in early antivirus software, they just use a simple scanners to conduct contact searches to find unique virus code sequences. But as the world slowly started to take notice of computer viruses, and as we hit the COVID-19 era, many people uses internet network, thus continue to offer cyber criminals new opportunities to exploit. And this is why cybersecurity and encryption has been developed by the professionals for better protection. And that's about the history. Other than the history, I will tell you guys about the benefits of cybersecurity and encryption. There are actually a lot of it. The first one is to protect your personal info. It is because a virus is able to obtain people's personal information and they might illegally sell the information obtained or even use it for other crimes, like they can steal your money from your account. Other than that is to improve productivity. It is because viruses and other cyber attacks can slow down your computer and network and also your personal devices to the point where people are unable to do their work as they have to deal with the attacks and might cost them a fortune to fix the issues. Furthermore, implementing encryption is inexpensive. Why I said it is inexpensive is because encryption technology is built into almost every gadget and operating system we use today. For example, like our Microsoft Windows, it includes a tool called BitLocker that is capable of encrypting entire hard disk partitions. Last but not least is our data's integrity is improved through encryption. As the code is specific and confidential, the information or messages that's being transmitted cannot be decrypted by unauthorized users. Thus, this will prevent the hackers from stealing our data. So that's it about the benefits and also the history. Now I will pass back to Kamarina. Thank you.
Next, maybe we can continue with the current state in Malaysia about this cybersecurity.
Yeah, I think we can start first.
Let me continue with current state in Malaysia. For the first one, Strategy Research Division of Cybersecurity Malaysia is responsible for developing, coordinating, and stimulating a continuous research activity within the cybersecurity domain. And second, the number of cases associated with cyberbullying, fraud, instruction, phishing, and email scam had almost doubled. Currently facing the most device range of serious threat than at any point in history. Next, about current state in university. Cyber threat take many forms such as application attack, malware, ransomware, phishing, and exploit kit. and learn to launch automatic and sophisticated attack using this tactic at the lower cost. And lastly, keeping pace with cybersecurity strategy and operation. For current state in government ministry, I will pass it to Patricia.
Okay, so now we'll continue. So now we're going to current state in government industry and also agencies. As you guys know, companies are struggling to build complex solutions to bring cybersecurity practice up to speed. Many agencies have objectives of securing and strengthening Malaysia's license in facing the threats of cyber attacks. As you guys know, threats in cybersecurity is going a lot more large. It's getting large, and there's many threats every day. So new threats every day, so new way to come up with that. So yeah, so company are struggling with that. And next is government security is an ADK in several significant areas, which is replacing outdated software, patching current software, individual endpoint defense, also IP address reputation. You know, government have to invest more in cybersecurity because most of our information is in them, it's within them. So if it's leaked, it's very dangerous. So next is example of agencies in Malaysia, which is NASCA, National Cybersecurity Malaysia, and also COMTIA. Next, I will continue with current state in industry. And you guys know industry have a lot, which is healthcare industry, manufacturing industry, factory industry, and so on. So now we know from here, healthcare organization continue to be the most exposed industry in cyber attacks in 2020. As we know, 2020 there's a lot of things happened that year. Even MCO happened that year. COVID also getting worse that year. So I think the most affected industry is of course healthcare. So next one is every industry have unique security challenges, and the number of cyber attacks actually increased a lot during pandemic. I think during pandemic many things happened. It's just like so many things happened. Even the cyber attacks also increased a lot during pandemic because we're in home and there's a lot of threats going on. So, for example, healthcare maybe false messages about COVID and also about the vaccines. You know, anti vaccines people and also stuff going on. So that one is manufacturing industry also one of the industry that suffered from cyber attacks. So they also like maybe viruses in their machine and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's all from me. So because like we're talking about cybersecurity, right? Now I'm going to actually ask to Kamarina because you've asked to us, so I want to ask you, what do you know about cybersecurity?
Okay, so as far as I know, there are three major types of cybersecurity. The first one is application security, the second one is network, and the last one is cloud. So let me just get started with the application security. So application security is actually a process of developing, adding, and also testing security features within applications. So it is actually to prevent security against threats such as unauthorized access and also modifications. And different types of application security features include authentication, logging, application security testing, and also encryption. The second one is cloud security, network security, I'm sorry. So network security is a set of rules and configurations designed to protect the integrity, confidentiality, and also the accessibility of computer, networks, and data. And actually, there are many layers to consider when addressing network security across an organization. And network security also consists of three different controls, which is physical, technical, and also administrative. And last but not least is the cloud security. So cloud security is actually a collection of security measures designed to protect cloud-based infrastructure, applications, and also data. So when you are looking for cloud-based security, you will find three main types of cloud environments to choose from. So the top options is public clouds, private clouds, and also hybrid clouds. So after you hear about the types of security, the benefits, uh, the, the history, maybe does anyone here have any idea about maybe the challenges that we are facing in Malaysia in aspect of the cybersecurity?
Yeah, I know. Like there's many challenges in implementing the technology in Malaysia, but I will just state the three one. So the first is the rise of cybersecurity threats or crimes. So in this era, there's many hackers and fraudster. They use phishing to steal money from the people. Like not like from the people. It's just from their people e-wallets or even bank account, like online banking. So um, as we know, since the COVID outbreak, so there's many people using the e-wallets, online banking, and then they're using like social media to do just do their hobbies. So hacking information is just like the credit cards and other private information is really a huge threat of digital crime. So the second is new technology and new customer, which I mean is that establishing a new technology means that the customer will have to learn how to adapt that technology. So will give just simple example like using multiple there's many multiple online payment, right? So older generation, as we know, they have like a limited education about how to use online banking, how to use e-wallet, right? So they need to learn about that, and there's also like lack of expert in the knowledge of the technology, such as in like science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, as we can like just simple words is STEM. So lastly is job loss. So about the job loss, since technology will be like increased in the future, so many like human do something will be replaced with the machine to achieve higher level efficiency. So lack of digital skill will lead to job and employment. As a result, the government had to cooperate with the other institutions to overcome the issue about unemployment student. So and there's and this technology will likely to create this location and disappearance of existing job, which is it will be replaced by a new job or machine that require by the new technology economy new technology. So I already talked about challenge in the technology, right? So there must be some recommendation on how Malaysia can move forward in cybersecurity. So anyone or maybe Julie, do you have any idea about the recommendation?
Yes, I have three recommendations on it. So first is about the antivirus, which means like we should have the implements of antivirus software on our devices, maybe like laptop, desktop. It protect us from the virus. Second is the multi-factor authentication, which means like we should add on a layer of security on our phones or laptop. The layer could be our fingerprint or our voices. The third one will be the password management, which means like we should create a unique password per account, not like a same password for every account. It is easier for us to remember, but it also make the hacker easier to crack our code. So yeah, that's all from me. So pass back to Kamarina.
Thank you, Healing. And I think these recommendations really helps a lot in helping us to protect our personal data. So by that, I hope everyone here can be more alert and aware of these cybersecurity things and be more cautious so that our personal info does not fall into the wrong hands. And I think that's all for today's discussion. And thank you everyone for participating. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.